Hello children, welcome to the virtual session again. So, today we are going to do chapter 4 heat textual exercise. First of all, we need to see what we have learned. So, we learned the measure of the intensity of the heat present in a substance is called temperature. It is measured with the use of device called thermometer. We have learned, and there are two types of thermometer which you have learned, laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. This is for the revision what we have done in the chapter. So, and to protect ourselves from the chilling cold, we wear clothes made up of wool. These woolen clothes are obtained from wool yielding animals such as sheep, goat, yak, etc. Wearing light color clothes during summer will give us feeling of coolness. We studied the object is hot or cold and the degree of its hotness. So, these are some pointers which we have learned in this chapter, heat. And we have learned modes of transfer of heat due to conduction, convection and radiation. So these are some briefing of the concept which we have learned in this chapter. Let us start with these actual exercise questions here. So first of all, state similarities and differences between laboratory thermometer and the clinical thermometer. So let us see the similarities. First, both are made up of glass and consist of long narrow glass tube. At one end, both of them have a bulb. Bulbs of both the thermometer consist of mercury. Celsius scale is present in both the thermometer. So you have to write down question and the answers in your notebook, children. Let us see the differences between them, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. In clinical thermometer, temperature range it is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. Here the temperature range is minus 10 to 110 degrees Celsius. Then second point, used to measure human body temperature. Laboratory thermometer used to measure temperature in the laboratory. Clinical thermometer has a kink which prevents immediate backflow of mercury, where laboratory thermometer does not have a kink. So these are the three main differences between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. We have to make columns like this and you have to write these in your notebook. Then give two examples each of conductors and insulators of heat. So these simple examples you have already learned. So let us discuss. You have conductors, iron and copper, you all know. Insulators, plastic and wood. Then filling the blanks. First one, the hotness of an object is determined by its dash. So the answer will be temperature. Next, temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by a dash thermometer. So can you guess the answer? Let us see. Clinical thermometer is the answer for the second one. Then the temperature is measured in degree. You are going to see the question. The temperature is measured in degree dash. So that will be Celsius. Fourth one. No medium is required for transfer of heat by the process of dash. That is radiation. Then a cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. Heat is transferred to its other end by the process of dash. So can you guess the answer? You all know, children. The answer is conduction. Then F, clothes of dash colors absorb more heat better than clothes of light colors. So what should be the answer? Dark colors. So this is the solution for filling the blanks. You are just going to write this statement. Correct answer you are going to underline. You are going to underline the answer here. Write the answer and underline it. No need to write filling the blank and again write the solution and the statement. Just write the statement and the answer and underline the answer. Then question number 5. Discuss why wearing more layers of clothing during winter keeps us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing. So let us see the answer for this. More layers of clothing during winter keep us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing because air gets trapped in between layer. So this is the key answer for this. Air gets trapped between the layer. That's why wearing just one single thick clothing will not help. Wearing of layers of clothes will help because the air will get trapped inside. Since air is a bad conductor of heat, it does not allow the escape of the heat from the body and you will get warm. So this should be the answer and you are going to write it in your notebook. Then look at the following figure 4.13 in your textbook, textual this thing question, and mark where the heat is being transferred by conduction, convection and radiation. So here you have a diagram where all three process takes place. So you have to draw this diagram, not the one this, the next slide where you will see the answer. You have to mark where conduction, convection and radiation takes place. So you are going to draw this diagram, this one, in your notebook, and all the three process taking place in one. You can see a pan with water heating and a burner below. So you can see uh, due to convection, the mode of transfer, the heat is getting transferred from the liquid, that is water. Conduction, heat is being transferred due to conduction in solids, you have learned that. So that metal container or the metal pan will conduct heat due to conduction process. And radiation of heat you can see happening two places, you can see, you can mark, and radiation is happening without any medium and heat is being transferred like this. So you have to draw this diagram and you have to put the correct labeling accordingly in your notebook. Then one more question here. 1 liter of water at 30 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 liter of water at 50 degrees Celsius. So now you need to think over this, some indirect question where you need to think application type. So the temperature of the mixture will be 80 degree Celsius, more than 50 degrees Celsius, but less than 80 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, D between 30 degree and 50 degrees Celsius. So here you need to know the flow of the heat from hotter body to the colder one. So you just need to apply that concept over here. So the correct answer will be the temperature of the mixture will be between 30 degree and 50 degree, because hot water loses the heat and simultaneously cold water gains the heat. This keeps the temperature between 30 and 50 degree. So that concept of the more transfer of heat from hotter body to the colder body, and colder body will try to take up heat, that concept application, and the temperature will be between 30 to 50 degrees Celsius. Then an iron ball at 40 degrees Celsius is dropped in a mug containing water at 40 degrees Celsius. So now the iron ball temperature is 40 degree and the mug containing water which is also at 40 degrees Celsius. So the heat will flow from iron ball to water, not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball, flow from water to iron ball, increase the temperature of both. So you should guess the answer over here. Very simple. B. Not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball, because both of them have the same temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, and since both the bodies have the same temperature, no flow of heat will take place, because again you can apply that concept, heat flow from hotter body to a colder body. If the temperature remains same of both the bodies, there will be no transfer of heat. Then a wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice. Its outer end becomes cold by the process of conduction, becomes cold by the process of convection, becomes cold by the process of radiation, does not become cold. So a wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice cream. Its other end, what will happen to the other end? Does not become cold, because wood is a bad conductor of heat, is an insulator. So you are just going to write the question and the correct answer for the MCQ, that is multiple choice question. You are not going to write all the four options. Just write question and the correct answer for MCQ, that is multiple choice question. Then stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottoms. The reason for this could be that copper bottoms make the pan more durable. Such pans appear colorful. Copper is a better conductor of heat than stainless steel. Copper is easier to clean than the stainless steel. So you can easily guess the answer over here is a better conductor of heat than the stainless steel. That's why you are using the bottom of the vessel to of the pan should be of copper bottom, because it conducts better heat than the stainless steel. So you are going to write the question and the correct option for this. Match assignment for you. Question number 4, match the following, that is a textual exercise. Question number 4 and question number 7 will be your assignment. So question number 7, in places of hot climate it is advised that the outer walls of houses be painted white. Explain. So this you are going to attempt on your own, and you refer to the textbook for question number 4, and you are going to do this assignment in your notebook. After you finish with the textual exercise, you write assignment, and you are going to finish these 2 questions which we have not discussed in this session. So here we end with the session, children. See you next time. Have a great day.